Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Student Education Webinar Season 4, 37 days of live event. Today is day 17th of the celebration. Remember, we have this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. And tomorrow there will be no webinar because it's Sunday. So we will be there again on Monday. So important that you have, it's all for you, this information that we are giving. So please participate, please share with your friends, families, and to people who are in contact with you with, because this information, you will not get it anywhere. You will definitely not get this information anywhere. Search wherever you want, but you will not get it. I have tried to give as much of information on one place so that as many students benefit and they understand how they can do it if they want to do it by themselves, or if they want basically a counselor help, they can approach us. We have basically provided the WhatsApp group link for you to join. And in case you are watching this on YouTube, we have also given the WhatsApp link where you can join us. So in either ways, you can join our group, and once you join, we can schedule a Zoom one-on-one appointment with you. So let's take things forward. Okay. Expecting more numbers, that's very important for me to basically deliver. I need a lot of motivation, and this motivation that I get is from numbers. So I'm hoping that we will, within this 37 days, we will cross a good number, and you will make me all happy. So please forward, please share, please tell as many people as you want, because this is, as I've told, one such information that you will not find anywhere in Google. And I can bet you on that. And the information is valuable for your study abroad. Okay. So let's talk about first the Education Abroad Counseling Center, EACC. Education Abroad Counseling Center started in Feb 2000. The vision is to educate the youth by providing them with study abroad career options worldwide. Our mission is to help 10 lakh high school and graduate students achieve career growth using pre-application technology. We have till date counseled more than 13,500 students. Our USP is that we provide counseling for all countries, all levels, starting from grade 7 to grade 12, postgraduate diplomas, postgraduate certificate, post-diploma, secondary diploma, post-secondary certificate, postgraduate diploma, postgraduate certificates, bachelor's, master's, and doctorate. We do all major programs, and we are a research-based counseling center, so we give guaranteed admission or refund your total counseling fees that you have paid. So that's about Education Abroad Counseling Center. Today we are going to talk about why Europe. When I said our USP is that we provide for all country, all university, all levels, I first took basically US, UK, Canada, and these three countries. I tried to describe them yesterday, and how basically you can look at these countries and what can help you to decide between these three countries. Today we are going to take the next important, entire European Union. So we are going to look at Europe, which is basically 26 countries. Okay, it is very difficult to talk about all the 26 countries. So I have taken some major countries to start with. Okay, so first let me discuss why Europe. Why Europe? Because study opportunities in 26 European countries. You go to one country, you can take transfer. There is a program called Erasmus, where you can take a transfer from one university to the other university, and you don't have to pay additional fee for that university. You will be paying the fee of the university that you have gone. So suppose if I have gone for Poland and where the fees are less, and I take basically Erasmus to the basically Switzerland, mostly you don't have to pay. So they have a network where they will not charge fees. So look at your network and all those things. So that will help you to get more than one country exposure. The reason why you go abroad is basically you want to get international exposure. And if you can get 2 or 3 countries international exposure, it just helps you to basically develop your personality, understand the culture, the people, the market, the industry. And this helps you when you basically are going to work later on in your life. Okay, it has reputed universities. Europe has one of the reputed universities that you can look up. Most of them are ranked. The tuition fees are low and affordable. It's easy to travel. Basically, once you go to one country, and if you want to go to in the other European countries, you can take the cheap flights, or you can take your train or bus connections. There are Eurorails. So with different options, basically you can travel within the European Union to explore different countries within the Europe. Also, studying English option is available. So though most of these countries are non-native English speaking countries, but they offer English programs, so you can join this and you can be part of this program. So let's look into some of the countries that I'm going to take today. So these are all part of the European Union, the part of the 26 countries. The major ones which students go are Germany, France, Spain, Switzerland, Italy, Scandinavian, Netherlands, Ireland, and Poland. So I have taken this basically 9 countries. I am sorry if your country of choice is not included here, but these are the major countries where maximum students go. So I have tried to look at the statistics, look at where the students go, and try to bring those countries where maximum students go, so that maximum student can benefit from this. So let's look at what I've done is, since it is very difficult in 30 minutes to describe about each country, I'll again basically go to the comparison model, because it will just help you to evaluate better. But again, I'm telling you, it is very difficult to evaluate country A versus country B, because there are so many factors. It is difficult to take all the factors. I've only taken few major ones. I'm sure basically there are many other factors basically which a student could be looking at. In case these factors are not here, then you can look at this, Google those information and check. But these are the major factors. So only, I believe that 80-85% of the students would get answers from this presentation itself. First, basically, why Germany? So Germany, because it's the largest and the strongest economy in Europe. If you look at, if you have part of the economics, and if you look at politics and all those things, it is Germany which dominates the European Union. So Germany has a strong influence on Europe. And the reason, because it's the largest and the strongest economy in Europe. So that's why it has that particular influence. Again, Germany is quite affordable. In public universities, you pay basically no fees or little fees, basically. So it's quite affordable. Work after study option is available. So if you go and study in Germany, you can work in Germany. And once employer is ready to sponsor you, you can work for a longer time. If you want to work in Germany, or if you want to settle in Germany, you need to learn German language. Okay, because that's the language that most of the people speaks. So if you are going to work, then probably you can work in multinational companies if you don't know basically German language. But if you know German language, you can apply to as many companies. It will not matter just multinational. You will look at what growth opportunities these companies provide to you, and you can accordingly decide. So learning German will have an advantage, sure. Now let's look at the second country, which is France. Again, France is one of the strong and growing economy. Germany and France are the two strong economy basically in Europe, and both are basically very good countries. When I say strong, both Germany and France, it means there are a lot of job opportunities. Okay, that's where you look at why this is mentioned as a point, because it creates a lot of job opportunity. If the economy is doing good, there are good job opportunities. Affordable. So again, France is reasonably affordable. You can work after the program, and if you learn French language, again, your opportunities are definitely more, because you know the local language. So if you want to work on a longer period in France, or if you want to settle in France, then learning French language would be an advantage. Spain, good weather. Spain has one of the people are allowed to enjoy. Affordable, again, you are allowed to work after study, and in Spain you can learn Spanish, or you can learn French language, whichever you want. So you can learn Spanish. These German, France, and Spanish. Let me put that. I probably put French. You can learn Spanish in Spain. So these three languages are major languages other than in English. So if you go to this country, you learn the foreign language, you definitely have an advantage as well. Now, number of universities in QS ranking. The QS ranking is one ranking which is more, which gives ranking for all the university across the world. So, you will be able to compare better. So, European universities ranking are more on QS. USnews.com only ranks US rankings. So, QS would be a better one. So, of that, basically, QS 46 universities are from Germany. 31 are from France and 25 from Spain. So why this is important? Because if you want, this shows that there are good number of good universities available in case you want to apply to these countries. Work, doing study, you are allowed to work 20 hours per week in each of these three countries. Test required, IELTS. There could be a waiver possible on base of 12th English score, but I would suggest you take IELTS. Say France also IELTS. There could be a waiver possible, but I again suggest that you take IELTS. Spain, again, IELTS is required, and I suggest you take IELTS because by taking IELTS, you have an option to apply to as many universities, get as many university chances for admissions, and you can negotiate better. So IELTS, though basically is around 15,000, what value you get against the 15,000 is probably few thousand euros, which will definitely make a lot of sense in you saving a lot of money. Now, regarding tuition, in public universities, though basically we say that public university is free, they have basically some of the universities have started charging a nominal term fee per semester. So I have given this per year, which could be around 3,000 to 4,500 euros in public university. Now, public universities can have the conditions like you may have to learn German language, which could be B1, B2 language. There could be a German test. So you will have to look at these universities. So German public universities are a little difficult to get, but if you have a good profile, if you have German language, then definitely you can look at these universities. Private universities, the cost could be around 12,000 euros to 20,000 euros per year. Okay. Bachelor's is normally for 3 years. Master's is normally for 1 year. There could be some masters who are for 2 years. There could be some bachelors who should be for 4 years. Okay. France, again, basically, the public university will cost you around the range of 3,000 per year to 5,000 per year, and private university will cost you around 12,000 to 25,000 euros per year. Right. Spain, public university will cost you around 3,000 euros to 5,000 euros per year. And private universities will cost you around 12,000, 30,000 pounds per year, 30,000 euros per year. I'm sorry for that. Again. Now, important thing is, comparatively to France and Spain, probably getting admission in German public universities could be little easier. Okay, compared to France and Spain. So if you are looking for low cost, then Germany public universities could be a better option for you to apply. In terms of private universities, all three countries will be basically able to give you that admissions, and you can go to any of these countries. The price structure is already given to you. In terms of accommodation and living, again, the range is from 8,000 to 14,000 because it depends basically where you want to go. If you are staying in Berlin, the accommodation could be a little cheaper. If you are staying in Munich, the accommodation is basically expensive. Similarly, basically, it's 10,000 euros per year to 18,000 euros per year in France. Again, Paris, for example, would be expensive, and it depends where you are going to stay. So the range is huge. In terms of Spain, you have 10,000 euros per year to 14,000 euros per year. If you are staying in Barcelona, it could be a little expensive. In terms of free education, yes, German who offers public university offers free education. It has reintroduced that term fee payment. So some of the universities may charge you a term fee which could be 1,500 to maybe around 2,250 euros per term. So in a year there could be 2 terms. So accordingly, it could be around 3,000 to 4,500 euros per year. In terms of France and Spain, it's difficult. They don't provide free, and getting admission is little difficult. Anju, is it okay if I take the question in the end? You know, if you have doubt, you can put in the chat box. That would be more easier, because I just have 30 minutes, and it would be important that basically in that 30 minutes, I need to cover up all these things. If you put it, I'll basically take that question. You know, it should not be any problem. Okay, thank you very much. In terms of accommodation and living, I have it's going to be 8,000 to 14,000, which I mentioned. In Germany, France, 10,000 to 18,000, and Spain, 10,000 to 14,000 per year. Free education, I mentioned. Work after study. Now, after your program, basically, you student has to apply for a job search visa. You pass. So it could be basically, some may get for 6 months and later on get renewed for 12 months. So you are allowed to stay back for 18 months in Germany after your program. And once you get a job, the company will basically have to sponsor, and then you can basically work for a longer term. In France, it is 24 months. Okay, in Spain, it is 12 months. Okay. Now let's take the other three countries, which is Switzerland, Italy, and Scandinavian. Okay. Why Switzerland? It's most innovative in the world. 8 years running for by global innovation. So they are basically most innovative in the world. There are a lot of ideas, and they encourage people with ideas. So that's why basically studying in Switzerland has a lot of value. The universities are well known. Swiss education is well known. The sustainability, basically they are talking about sustainability environment. They are one of the leaders. So I just have to mention that basically they are taking care of the environment. They are trying to see how carbon emissions can be lowered, carbon footprints. In terms of tourism and hospitality, anyway, Switzerland is well known. You can learn German, you can learn French in Switzerland. Italy has many universities offering programs in English. It is affordable, and there are scholarships also available. So a lot of other scholarships available if you want to go to Italy. People go to Italy for medicines and other programs as well. So I specifically go to medicine because students who don't get admission in India also go to Russia, China, Ukraine, Philippines. If you can afford, you can look at Italy. They have an exam which is basically you need to register for that exam. You have to take that exam, and you can study in Italy for your medicine. You can learn Italian language. Scandinavian countries are normally English-speaking countries. So though basically they have Sweden may have Swedish, but each country basically the people understand English. They speak good English. So in terms of English, if you want to go to this country, then you don't have to worry about your language. They will understand English. All countries are ranked in top 10 in happiness and quality of life. Now, this is important because a lot of value to people, democracy, freedom of speech. So all this basically reflects the happiness and the quality of life. So you can look at this factor. English language, as I mentioned, they understand English language well. You can learn Swedish language. Basically, you can learn, I guess, Finnish is quite difficult, but you can learn this language. Most of the others have also have Swedish, maybe Italian, maybe German. So these languages are also basically spoken in Norway and Denmark. Now, number of universities in QS ranking. In Switzerland, you have 9 universities. In Italy, you have 36. And in Scandinavian, you have 27 universities. Work doing study. You can allowed to work 15 hours per week. It is little difficult. You need to apply for it, and then once you are approved, then basically you are allowed to work. It is not, you can't work directly. In Italy, you can work for 1040 hours per year. And in Scandinavian, again, yes, you are allowed to work, but again, you need to apply even in Scandinavian countries. The test that are required is normally IELTS, and Switzerland, basically in terms of tuition fees and accommodation and living, is going to be expensive. Swiss has the UN, UNESCO. So if you look at internships, you are looking for internship in Red Cross, in all these international organizations, then you can look at Swiss. Swiss banking, finance is well known. Tourism is well known. So quality of education is well known, but they are very expensive. In terms of cost, it can be 35,000 per year to 45,000 euros per year. I'm saying pound again and again. Please excuse me for that. It's euros. Okay. Italy, public university could be 1,000 euros per year to 4,000 euros per year. And private university could be 6,000 euros per year to 20,000 euros per year. Now, So if you're applying for a public university, if you get admission in public university, it's going to be cheaper. But if you are going to be private, then it could range from 6,000 euros to 20,000 euros. Scandinavian is could be around 10,000 euros per year to 25,500 euros per year. In case you are looking for public university, it could be free, but you need to look at these universities and you have to apply. But that those countries also provide free. Accommodation and living in Switzerland, it's going to be 16,800 euros to 30,000 euros. Places like Geneva could be very expensive. Italy, 9,000 euros per year to 18,000 euros per year, and Scandinavian is 3,000 euros per year to 9,000 per year, 9,000 euros per year. So Scandinavian countries are comparatively cheaper in terms of accommodation and living. In education wise, basically Switzerland doesn't offer free education. Italy, they don't offer, but the fees are very low. You can understand 1,000 euros per year to 4,000 euros per year. So it's quite affordable. The fees are very low. In Scandinavian, in Norway it is free. In Sweden, PhD is free. Denmark doesn't offer, but Finland, if you know Finnish or Swedish, it's free. So if you know this language, it's free for you. In Norway, it's free anyway. So if you're looking for bachelor's or master's and you want to go to a low cost, probably Norway could be your choice. Work after study, 6 months. As I've said, you need to take a permission, but 6 months you will get. In Italy, it's 12 months, and in Scandinavian, possibly need to meet requirement. Yes, you can work. You need to basically apply and you can work. So in terms of work, there should not be any problem. You just have to apply to the labor ministry and get the job done. In terms of the other three countries, which is Netherlands, Ireland, and I have 3 minutes, and Poland. Netherlands, in terms of everything, basically the things is good, affordable cost of education, work after study. It's an English-speaking country. Ireland also, the quality of education, the quality of institutions is quite good. The career opportunities are good in Ireland because there are a lot of IT companies, a lot of basically headquarters of most of the IT companies are basically in Ireland, or they have the offices in Ireland. Work after study, English-speaking country. Poland has low cost of living, low tuition fees. It offers work after study, and you can learn Polish language. So in Netherlands and Ireland, you are basically, with your English, you can go and you can survive. In Poland also, there are universities that will accept English, but if you want to stay, if you want to work, then probably you will have to learn the language. In terms of university that are ranked in these countries, 13 from Netherlands, 8 from Ireland, and 19 from Poland. This gives you some idea that they have reasonably good universities where you can apply. Work during study, Netherlands is 10 hours per week, Ireland is 20 hours per week, Poland is 20 hours per week. The test is IELTS. IELTS in Poland, IELTS is not required. You have to just show a proof of English knowledge. In terms of tuition fees, Netherlands is 6,000 euros per year to 20,000 euros per year. Private universities could be 15,000 euros per year to 30,000 euros per year. Ireland is 10,000 euros per year to 55,000 euros per year. And Poland is 1,000 euros to 8,000 euros. So Poland, in terms of tuition fees, are quite less. Only MBA or basically dental, the fees could be around 15,000 euros per year. In terms of accommodation and living, you have 7,800 euros to 18,000 euros per year in Netherlands. In Ireland, it's 9,600 euros to 21,600 euros per year. Poland, in terms of tuition fees, are cheaper. In terms of accommodation and living, it's 720 euros per year to 1,800 euros per year. This is normally university accommodation. If you stay outside, the accommodation could be costly. In terms of free education, none of these countries offer free education. Work after study, you are allowed to stay back for 12 months in Netherlands, 24 months in Ireland, and 12 months in Poland. I just finished on time. Thank you very much, and I hope this information will help you in choosing your career decisions, where you want to go, and may you fulfill all the requirements and get your admission in your dream university. Thank you.